Welcome back to Let's Get Cooking. It's Rashida and it's fall, y'all. So guess what? We're going to make a pot of chili to go with the season. Grab your apron, come on in the kitchen, and let's get ready to cook. For today's pot of chili, I'm using ground beef, kidney beans, some black beans, can of petite diced tomatoes, onions and peppers, of course, some garlic, and a couple seasonings, some chili packets, plus chili seasoning and smoked paprika. All right, let's get started. I start off my chili by cooking my ground beef in my Dutch oven, cooking that for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to season the ground beef with basically salt, pepper, and garlic powder. That's that first layer of seasoning, first layer of flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and cook this until it's completely ground and brown, and then I'll go ahead to the next step. I got to shout out this seasoning that I'm using. It is Kinder's Blend. It's salt, pepper, garlic powder, all combined in one container, and it is a great seasoning. It's Kinder's Blend. I picked it up at Costco, and we've been using it on everything from the grill to the chicken to the beef to the pork. Kinder's Blend is that seasoning. I know one thing that's funny is every time fall comes around every year, I go into the store to get my chili packets because once it turns crisp, everybody wants to make chili. So they're just flying off the shelves. I go into the store and they are empty, the little packets. And I am no chili guru. So yes, I do use the chili packets to go ahead and enhance my chili, and that's fine and okay. But I have to go store hunting sometimes just to get the packets. So now it's like when I see it in the store, I have to stock up for the season. Now my ground beef is almost done. At this point, I'm going to continue to cook it with the chili so it has plenty more time to finish cooking. But there is some fat that has accumulated. There is a choice. Sometimes I drain it, depending on how much is there. Sometimes I'll leave a little bit in the chili because that really just adds to that beef flavor. So either way is fine. If it's not a whole lot, I don't think it's harmful because there's going to be a lot of moisture in the chili, and so long as it's not overpowered and oily and greasy, it just adds flavor to the chili. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add in my onions and my peppers and my garlic, and basically we're just dumping everything in. And then once everything is in the pot, I'm going to go ahead and mix everything up. And then I'm just going to let it cook for the next 45 minutes to an hour. One thing about chili, you don't want it to be bland. So I'm just adding a little extra garlic powder. And here I'm going to add my smoked paprika, a little bit of chili powder, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in my chili packets. So there's all our layers that are going to be infused into my potted chili. Chili is made so many different ways, but this is just my version. Sometimes I also add steak. So I'll do the ground beef, half steak. You just want to make sure you have a tender cut of steak, like maybe a ribeye or something that is going to be very tender and flavorful. And you could just cut that up in small pieces and add it to the pot. So then you have like a steak chili, and that's good too. Some people don't like beans. I like beans in my chili, but some people make chili without beans, and that's perfectly fine. So once I've mixed in all my seasonings, just go ahead and give that a good mix. Then it's time to add in 1 can of petite. I like petite diced tomatoes because I don't like big chunks of tomatoes. That's just a preference. So I use petite diced tomatoes, and I just add one can into my chili. Then, of course, the kidney beans. Sometimes I'll omit the kidney beans and just use black beans. It just depends on what I have in the cabinet, but black beans work just as well. And since I like both of them, I'm adding both to this pot of chili. I also take the empty chili packet and just fill it with water and then add 1 pack of water, which is basically about a cup of water, into the chili. And there I'm adding the black beans. I only used a whole can of kidney beans and a half a can of black beans. It pretty much looks like a melting pot. We have all our ingredients. We're mixing it in. And next we're just going to put the top on and let it cook. I will check it every 15 minutes and stir it because sometimes it can stick at the bottom. So I want to make sure with the top on there, it accumulates all the liquids. And that's what makes the chili become chili. Mixes all in the pot and just becomes a pot of goodness. But you need time for all the flavors to incorporate and just mix in and give you that concentrated chili flavor. So it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. And I think some people may do a slow simmer for maybe a couple more hours, just depending on what's in the pot. So there's everything for my pot of chili. I'm going to place the top on and I'm going to check it every 15 minutes. It's looking good already, but it has some time to go. Okay, I'm in a home stretch. This is it. The chili is complete. You see how it has built up and the liquid has increased. So I like my chili about that consistency. That's the way I like it. And it is done. So now it's just time to go ahead and take it out. Serve it up in a bowl. I like to eat my chili with cornbread. Tell me, that's the comment for today. How do you like to eat your chili? What do you like to put with your chili? I know some people like crackers. Some people like rice. What do you like? So leave it in the comments. What do you like to eat with your chili? I like to put cheese on mine, red onions, and cornbread. That's a winner. All right, thanks for coming in the kitchen. Thanks for cooking with me. I hope you try this fall chili or let me know how you make your chili. Either way, I want you to have a blessed day and a blessed week. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.